Hey, I'm Tim B of Tim B Photography. I work primarily out of Louisville, Kentucky, and I love taking pictures. That's me. Street portraits are some of my favorite things to shoot. But over the years, I've shot a little bit of everything. Real estate, brides, portraits, branding shoots, food and drink, you name it. I've worked with some amazing people and seen some amazing places. And I've been lucky enough to have been introduced to a new client, my favorite client, Michaelis events. They're a catering company, but really much more than that. They do everything from florals to food to amazing cocktails. I mean, literally everything. And they've been just amazing to work with. Thanks to them, I've been able to shoot some really cool places in the past several months. With full transparency, this video was for them, but these thoughts are my own. Over the course of the next few minutes, I'm just going to talk about what it's been like to shoot with them and how I use some of my gear to really make people look and feel their best. So we're going to talk about that next, and yeah, let's do it. Ah yes, the gold reflector. Basically sunlight on demand. It's what you use when you want your subject to glow like they've been in the Bahamas, but really we're in a parking lot behind a Starbucks. In other words, it's my secret weapon when the sun refuses to cooperate, or Kentucky weather decides it's February in the morning and July by lunch. I honestly hardly ever use this. It's nice and shiny, and watch that fold. Glorious. Long tripods are essentially the furniture of the camera bag. They're incredibly heavy. They're good for stubbing your toes on, but they are really good at keeping shots stable and keeping you guys looking your sharpest and beautifulness. Tiny tripods. These are the big tripod's cousin. These little guys are perfect for quick little detail shots in tight spaces. They go where big tripods can't. Light stands. These are just tall metal coat racks that hold lights instead of jackets, and they fall over just with a light gust of wind. If not for sandbags. You've got 20 pounds of pure stability, baby. Let's sweat to the safety. Umbrellas, lights, strobes, LEDs, light modifiers, all of these things. If you take nothing else from this video, brides, grooms, people, lend me your ears. You must find a photographer that knows how to create and shape light. You must! Like me. Big gimbals, small gimbals. Gimbals keep my video smooth, even if I'm weaving through tables or dodging the bouquet toss. Basically, my camera looks graceful while I look like I'm on an obstacle course. This is Woodstock. He is tiny and yellow and shoots in 4K and flies and makes your wedding or event look like a movie trailer. Seriously, being able to get a different viewpoint of the world, it means everything when it comes to getting unique or interesting shots. It's basically a camera on a gimbal in the air that can go in any direction and track anybody or anything. It's an amazing piece of tech. I carry multiple cameras to an event because some moments only happen once, and I won't risk missing them. The real magic isn't in the gear. Just like a 4-star chef isn't defined by their oven, a photograph is shaped by the eye, the timing, and the heart behind the camera. And just like a chef chooses the perfect ingredient for each dish, I choose a lens with intention. A wide lens can capture the sweep of the ceremony space, while a portrait lens draws you close into an intimate glance. Every lens in my bag is there for a reason, to flatter, to frame, and to tell the story exactly as it felt in that moment. One of the coolest things, and has literally become just a go-to for me. I mean, I use them literally every day. These are the Meta smart glasses. I originally got them just to get behind the scenes shots. So I can get kind of both hands and the camera in the shot at the same time. But they've proven to be a really valuable tool when it comes to gathering content, not just for myself, but for clients as well.
I'm just checking my light.
I've used this for social media stuff. Obviously, I've used this for walk around POV stuff. I've used this for a wedding where I basically had the bride's perspective and then the other, well, it was a same-sex wedding, but both brides' perspective, like dance on the dance floor, and I tell you, I even had to go record some pickups at one point for some audio. They recorded their vowels on these glasses. The mics are really, really good too, and they're just cool, glasses. I mean, if you're gonna buy a pair of Ray-Ban glasses anyway, they don't look any different than regular glasses. They have a little charging port right inside there. Yeah, you just set them right there in the case, and then when they're ready to charge, you see the light come on. And no, they've been great though. I love Polaroids. I have tons of Polaroids. They're super cool. They are surprisingly high detailed. And what's cool about this particular Polaroid, this one's my favorite. Let me tell you why. I can essentially shoot it just like a normal Polaroid, take a picture, boom, one shot, there it is. But what's coolest about this to me is I can take a couple shots. If we take it and don't like it, we can choose to print it out immediately or not. And it's not a print, it's an actual Polaroid. It's film, so it's getting all the dynamic range that you would get out of film. It's not a print. But the coolest thing is, like, say I'm shooting throughout a wedding day. At the end of the day, what I like to do is I like to send the couples away with something while they're waiting to get their actual high quality albums and prints back from the photographer. While they're on the honeymoon, they have something they can take with them. It's physical, they can look through it together. And so what I'll do is I'll actually take, 10 to 20 of the coolest shots from the day that I took with my big camera, and then I will do a quick edit on them on my phone, send them over to the Polaroid, and then print them out for them. So it's a really cool tool. One of the coolest things that I think sets Timby photography apart from what the rest of people are doing out there. This is literally the piece de resistance. Piece de resistance. As you can see, my camera, my backup camera, is plugged into this right now. And that's essentially why I got this bag. Obviously, it's an awesome bag. It holds all my stuff, holds my drone stuff, holds my camera stuff, holds my lenses. What 3 bags were holding before. But the coolest thing about this bag is, especially when I'm shooting stuff for Michaelis events, they're so busy and they're so good at what they do. A lot of times they have multiple events going on in one day or just back to back to back. And so to be able to have time to charge up all of my gear in between, it's really nice to have this. And I can plug in LEDs to this. Like you can see, there's like full plugs on there. There's 2 USB-Cs, 2 standard USBs, 1 regular plug, and then 1 DC plug as well. So it's amazing. It's been really cool. And the coolest thing is this light stand right here that literally pulls up. You can attach like a 360 camera to that while you're walking around and get a POV shot of what you're shooting, or you can literally throw a light on it while you're out and about and not have to carry around an additional light stand. So this has been great to use as well this year.
You a good kitty cat. He's a good buddy.